Hello and welcome to Lego and Connect with Dominica May. I am Dominica May and I am going to be joined today with my guest. Oh, you got your full name in there. Kevin Garcia Doyle. I didn't notice that before. And I am going to be doing the beginning of the Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage. There are 15 sets of bags in total for the whole set. I'm crossing my fingers I'll get through the first 2 sets of bags tonight. I've got you for about an hour, right, R?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah. So this set, so this is the first book. You can see the one in the corner there.
Yes.
It's the first book of 2. So like this is the second. I'm gonna hold it up here.
Nice.
The second book. And so the first book is for the T-Rex. So I'll be building the T-Rex first, and later on in a future stream, I'll get to the doors that you can see behind the T-Rex, which is a lot fewer bags, or I don't know, I don't know what the proper grammar is there. And I'll just for anyone who might be watching later, because right now we don't have any viewers, you'll be occasionally ducking out to do laundry and popping back in.
Yeah, it's just the machines opened up here. I live in an apartment with shared laundry machines, so yeah, laundry when you can laundry.
I understand. So let me pull up the instructions first.
And I'll also be enjoying some onion rings.
Oh, I just bought some onion rings from the grocery store today. So you can see these are 7 bags. That means the other set
like a
is
frog at the beginning.
in the beginning. Yeah. So I will probably get to like this part today, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, seven sets of bags.
Wow.
So the other one is slightly more bags, I guess. I thought the T-Rex is more. I misjudged. But yeah. So I don't know what do you want to start with? We can talk about. Have you seen Jurassic Park? You must have seen Jurassic Park. It was like 93.
I saw it in the theater when you were but a wee child.
What? Yeah, I still saw it in the theater too, though. I thought you were going to say something else. I was a baby. I was not a baby when this came out. I was 9-ish.
But it was at the time. It was like the special effects were really impressive at the time, and for all of us who are dinosaur fans, at last seeing dinosaurs do dinosaur stuff the way we wanted to see it. So it was very exciting.
And then we learned that dinosaurs had feathers.
Yeah, right? like just like a couple years later was the whole they probably had feathers thing, and that really kind of upset. When thinking of the velociraptors as giant chickens was
right
terrifying, and
probably would have been violent. It just would have
just
different.
Yeah, less lizardy and more birdy. The thing is, I know you're again. You might remember this, or you might be too young to remember this, but the next year was the remake of Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. And
wait, no, that was a few years later. That was 97, and I saw that in the theater too.
When they did the preview for that, they had like a T-Rex, like a Natural History Museum T-Rex skeleton, and Godzilla's foot came through and stepped on it, implying that somehow Godzilla would be better than Jurassic Park. And of course, that was not proof in marketing. That was generally whenever they don't show you a section of the movie, they show you something else. It's a warning sign.
I'm just amused that the way you talk makes you think that I'm younger than I am.
You're a young one.
I might be a decent number of years younger than you, but I'm I don't classify myself as a youngin these
I
days.
see.
I'm a geriatric millennial. That's what my age group is known as.
See, that's please accept that you're young so I can feel younger.
Oh, okay. I can pretend that.
Because if you're geriatric, I am buried in the grave and getting ready to rise up and eat brains. So,
well, I'm just amused that because like the elderly millennials, elderly, like, the oldest millennials are like 40 now. Like, so it's not like we're actually geriatric. That's just what they're calling us. If it makes you feel any better.
So sad, so sad.
Yeah, I feel like millennials have gotten like the worst end of the stick in terms of, because we still get called out as millennials and described in a way that makes us sound like teenagers when we're not. And what else? Like, yeah, and yeah, we've suffered. That's all I'll say. But it's fine.
So that's a fascinating piece of dinosaur there.
It's I think this is going to be like his belly, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh. We're supposed to do the one square pieces before putting this on, but I can do it after. It's not like
You're a rebel. Be a rebel.
I do that all the time.
Don't let the man tell you there's only one way to do your Lego.
This happens to me all the time. Like, I will do one part of a step and completely miss there's two parts, and then like I'll get a few steps later on. I'm like, when did this go on this? When did this go on? And then I'd have to go back and figure out which step I missed.
So what got you started on the Lego streaming?
I was bored and I wanted to have something to do. I think I started on just doing it on Facebook to friends only, but not my entire friends list. And I think my first stream or first couple of streams, I didn't have any guests or anything like that. But then I ended up deciding to have friends join me. So that worked out. But my friends are very busy people, so most of the time they're too busy to join me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You asked me to join you before, and I have not ever been able to.
More than 15 minutes.
I just for like that 15 minutes when Mike was your guest here. So
but there was that other time that you joined me for my birthday as well.
Oh, that's right. That? You had your massive mega birthday streaming session.
Yes. And I did most of that by myself, but you did join me for a little bit, short while.
You know, it's funny how during the pandemic, it's funny how I'm perceiving time. Like, you know, I realized it was 2 years now, almost 2 years, since I was doing certain kinds of shows with certain things regularly, whether it's improv or theater or going to see things. And when I think about it, that all still seems pretty recent, but it wasn't. It was a long time ago now.
Yeah. I feel like everyone has been having this kind of experience. It's like a mixture of this happened a really long time ago, and that feels like it hasn't been that long since I last wrote to my best friend or whatever, you know, like, and then like I'll get in touch with someone. It's like, I don't remember if I told you this or not. Here's the thing. Like, one of my tenants is an improviser who lived with me prior to the pandemic. He moved out, but he's since moved back. And I got a message from another improviser friend recently who knows him and like had been doing some virtual improv stuff together. And like he's been back here since I don't want to say August or September last year. This is how it is. Like I don't even remember what month it was that he moved back. Somewhere around then. And yeah, and so when she messaged me, I was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I don't remember I told you that he moved back." And she was like, "Oh yeah, no, you didn't." I was like, "It's been that long," and I guess it must have been September that he moved back because I saw her in person in August.
Oh,
and
wow.
I remember it was August because that's when I rode the cable car. That's when the cable cars came back in action and were free. Like that's the only way I can have any kind of concept of time is if I remember a specific event happened in a particular month.
I didn't realize the cable cars had stopped.
Oh yeah,
I guess it makes sense that they would have stopped.
Yeah, I mean, because it's close contact, even though it's outdoors. Like at the beginning of the pandemic, we didn't know how transmissible it was in person, like out and outdoors, and like all of that. So yeah, the cable cars were out of action for over a year and a half.
Amazing.
They were free this past weekend as well because they've brought their Chinese New Year celebrations back, and so they made it free for that.
I think this is the first time I've had a chance to just look around the Restream studio structure here. You'll have to later, because I don't think it's going to be especially interesting to anyone who's
would be watching.
You'll have to tell me some of the things that you like about this, because I've been looking at all sorts of different streaming options for different
what's really funny about that is that I heard about Restream from Improv HI because Kimmy was using it. Like I noticed that. So that's how I found out about it.
He was using that one because I've been on those shows.
Right.
Yeah, shows you what I know.
So you have no idea what your producers are using to produce shows?
I honestly just don't know anything. I have to go get my laundry. I will be right back. Like no 2 minutes.
Problem.
See you in 1 second.
1 second. Yeah, right. It takes longer than that to do laundry. Is there a frog piece? That's very funny. Inside the T-Rex? Why is there a frog piece inside the T-Rex? Anyone who is watching right now, if you would like to chat or leave any comments, you're welcome to do so. I do have a look at what comments are coming in, if any are coming in. If you want to just watch, that is fine too. What am I doing here? Oh. Okay, the frog is in the middle in his tummy. 2 more of those. I didn't see any more of those. One. Upside down. The instructions are very dark and hard to read. Oopsies. It doesn't want to be on the inside. It's not helpful. Uh-oh. Yeah.
So Miklo here just had a big adventure.
Did the cat follow you out to the laundry?
When I came back in with the laundry, he made a break for it because this is prime bird watching time. So it took a little bit of work to get him back in the house, but he's back now. I am no longer red from the exhaustion of chasing a young healthy cat. Hey,
That's funny.
so what have you done so far? What have I missed?
So this is what it looks like now. You missed the fact that I had to put a frog inside. See the frog inside?
Yeah.
So the T-Rex has swallowed a frog.
So this is like it's basically its torso then.
Yes. Yeah. So like his tummy's open in the middle, I guess. He's hollow in the middle.
So that when you play eating Jeff Goldblum, it will go into the stomach and sit there, right?
Yes, exactly.
Poor Jeff. He lives though. He survives the movie.
Yes,
right?
he does survive because he's going to be in the new movie.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that? Have you seen the trailer for it?
No, but it makes me very interested.
I love that they're bringing back all of the main characters that survived.
I had thought, and clearly I'm wrong, that Jurassic World was a new continuity, but I guess it's not. It's
it follows on. So I'm guessing that means that you have not seen any of the more recent films.
You are correct.
Yeah, so then I can share with you. But yeah, so I think they did have one or two of the characters from the original series appear again, and they were like, why the F are you starting it all over again? Didn't you learn from us last time or whatever? So yeah, so it was clearly in the same world using the same history.
Is it on the same island and everything?
No, they moved it to a different one.
That's good. It's nice to move to a different island.
I think so anyway. And then they tried to bring some. Yeah, it's bad. Unless I was, man, it's been so long since I've seen it, and I haven't watched them all like in order, like in a row sequentially, back to back is what I'm trying to say. I haven't watched them all back to back, so I was saying to somebody recently that this seems like the one that I should be now rewatching them all back to back in advance of this new one.
Since you're making the T-Rex, do you have multiple sets that are Jurassic Park related?
Not at the moment, but there are some new sets coming out, and one of them is the T-Rex Escape set, and it's got the original Jurassic Park cars. That scene where the electricity stops. Yeah, and then one of the cars is upside down. They've got a new set coming out that's like that, and it's like, I want that set, and I would have pre-ordered it, but I was waiting for.
I want the set with Newman from Seinfeld being eaten by the little dinosaur.
Yeah, that guy.
And I'm happy to play that dinosaur for you if you ever need me to.
You play that one? That could be fun. In an improv scene or just like in general?
What's that?
In an improv scene or just in general?
Just in general. My original improv group that I was in, Loose Screws, the logo that we had, because it was just when the Jurassic Park movies came out, was that red field with the word Loose Screws in the same font as the Jurassic Park logo with a bunch of screws falling in the background rather than, of course, a T-Rex. And the idea at the time was that every year we'd pick whatever movie was popular and would imitate the logo. But the thing that we didn't really realize until that year is that iconic logos are few and far between. So there wasn't really anything we wanted to. So we should have gone back in time and picked Star Wars lettering or Indiana Jones lettering. But
Right.
at the time we were just, I guess this is what our logo is going to be for a while.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
it could be iconic in the sense that because you were a Hawaii-based improv group, and Jurassic Park was filmed in Hawaii, so you could have just used that as the excuse.
Yeah, we're a Hawaii group. Parts of it were, yeah. We never got to see any of the dinosaurs out here. It was lame.
My first trip to Oahu, I went to Kualoa Ranch, which has a big Jurassic Park sign in it.
It's funny when they film stuff out here because they shut down the entire area of any given place where they're filming something. So, for example, when Lost was being filmed here during that first season, when the airplane still figured pretty heavily into the movie, I was driving in a bus. I was riding in a bus over there for a class trip for my senior class that year, and we drive by the beach where that plane is down, and none of us know what's happening. We just think we had a plane accident.
Oh no!
And the whole rescue around it. I guess those cameras must be news crews or something. But then a couple of people on one of the other buses did know that Lost was filming. It was it was before Lost was a thing. I mean, if Lost had flopped. But the camp that we stay at out there, there's a camp called Camp Erdman, was refurbished by the Lost producers because they ended up using the cabins in that camp for another set in the show. So that whole area of the island was upgraded in part by Lost. Some of the existing buildings, I should say. I mean, obviously, you don't upgrade nature. Nature is stay nature. Leave the country, as we say out here.
Wait, I did this wrong.
This is another sign that I'm old, but there are all different kinds of Lego pieces here that don't look like those tubes. Don't look anything like Legos to me. They look like straws or.
The circle piece that is sticking out.
Yeah, the little straw piece there. Yeah,
that's how they connect to the holy parts.
Yeah, I mean it's a great design. I just see this is it's all new to me. This strange new world of
Lego. Well, see, this is going to move, so I think this is for his arms. His arms, maybe, probably. I can't always tell. I try to guess, and then I am wrong sometimes. So it happens.
We can't be right all the time. That's the tragedy.
Oh, but some people like to think that they are.
Oh, yeah. I for one embrace that I am generally wrong. I'm okay.
I think that's one of the reasons I like you.
It's important to know that if you want to learn, you have to assume that you're wrong. You have to assume you don't know something, or otherwise you can't learn anything. So, and if any of my students are watching, remember that. Also, if any of my students are watching, this is what my mouth looks like.
Because obviously you're still wearing masks at school, and as you should be. Thank goodness. I
do this guy, the whole, so if I had the black helmet, I could really.
You could pretend to be a ninja with that mask.
I could do that too. That's a good choice also.
I've been reading too much Daredevil. There's a lot of ninjas in that, so that's why my mind went there.
I'm wearing my Rose Tycho Star Wars shirt here.
I'm wearing my Improv San Francisco shirt that I designed.
Oh, nice. That's a nice shirt to wear.
Because I thought, well, I'm going to have an improviser as a guest, and I don't have any Jurassic Park shirts right now. I've thought about buying one, though.
Buying a Jurassic Park shirt. That's a good choice there.
I have too many shirts, though. I really do. A lot of shirts.
But I wear my Rose Tycho shirt to rep Kelly Tran, who is a fine actress and was excellent in the Star Wars movies. In fact, my favorite character in the sequels, and I will stand by that and argue that point to the death.
I did not like how people treated her on social media at all.
Yeah. It was just, they were just flat out wrong. You need to have a yeah.
So just the fact that anyone that tries to like shit on people just because they're like not the right race or whatever that they want to see.
I gotta say, my thing is there are a lot of like Star Wars fans who just didn't like the character, and I'm like, man, you finally get a character.
She was great.
That is like is sensible. Goes and does sensible, logical things. I mean, to me, that was refreshing. Why are you sacrificing yourself, idiot? Whack. That's brilliant. Yeah, of course. Why are you sacrificing yourself? You don't need to do that. There's other ways to get through this. Jeez.
Well, of course.
Sacrifice.
No, it's because these are all these dude bros who think sacrifice is what makes a man, and because she's not a man, of course she's not going to behave that way.
Well, that's the thing. And I gotta say, I just liked her, but I've also got this primarily because this is one of my rock and roll T-shirts now too. So.
Or you use it for Oil in the Alley?
Yeah, it's a rock T-shirt because Rose rocks. Rose and rock have the same number of letters and both start with R-O. In case you're ever playing a 4-letter version of Wordle, that will be a useful information for you.
Oh, I see. See, I didn't even play the regular Wordle, so.
For a long time, when people said Wordle, I thought they were referring to a Pokemon.
I can see that.
But I was relieved. It's fun. I enjoy it quite a bit.
Oh, but you don't do the posting to social media your results.
I mean, I don't want to show off, but but you know what? I've been posting less and less on, especially on Facebook lately, because I'm a little distressed with the ad content I've been getting logging in. Today and yesterday, all of my ads were for ultra conservative, near fascist Texans running for office in Texas.
Oh my God.
Not only do I not agree with them, I couldn't vote for them anyways.
That's the thing I find really, really bizarre is when you get ads for places that you're not even in. Like I've seen ads for Texas stuff sometimes, and I think it's because I am friends with a bunch of Austin improvisers. So, and I interact with them on Facebook. So I think that's why.
I suspect something changed in the algorithm because up until the last couple of days, the main thing I was getting was ads for things related to the AARP. So
that's probably because you made that joke to me about the AARP.
This isn't a joke. This is true. I really do.
No, I don't know. But I'm saying probably the reason you were getting those ads was because you made that joke to me about the AARP.
Possibly. Or they scanned my birth date and they just know I'm old as dirt.
That's possible too. But I'm just thinking like how sometimes they they get words from your messages, private
Yeah.
messages. They're not reading the private messages, but they're analyzing them, I guess, in a way, and they'll give you ads based on things that you're talking about.
The line between read and analyze is a very fine one.
Yeah, I know. You just have to be very conscious of the things that you're saying in your private messages because they're not really private. That's my perspective, anyway.
Those look like the things you're doing right now look like little lollipops.
Lollipops? Oh, it's going to be upside down lollipops, though.
Not from my angle.
Oh, right, yeah. But from mine, it's upside down.
They are up lollipops. Up with lollipops.
I guess it's got something to do with either his arms or his neck. We will see. Oh, now I get to attach it to here somewhere. Let's see if I can figure out where it goes. Oh, this way? It goes here. Oh, okay.
Ooh. Suddenly this is a big thing.
Because now I'm attaching it to the other big part that I previously made.
Very exciting.
So he's gonna. Okay, so I was wrong about what that was, but click, click, click. I don't have to do that right now, but I guess this is. I'm guessing this is going to be his neck.
Doing my best to give you an appropriate sound effect to go with that.
You want to be the T-Rex?
I sound more like somebody with a nagging back pain, though.
Because you are a person with a nagging back pain?
As a matter of fact, funny you should mention that, but yes. Yes, I am. And I have two different things that I use on my back. One of them looks like a power drill, and the other one looks like a scarf that has this big plastic thing that inside it that crawls up and down your back. And they're both excellent, but it's harder to use the power drill on your own back than.
Is the power drill one targeted at a male audience?
No. I'll show you. Actually, it was Kimmy Bomalero introduced me to this at Improv HI thing, and it's the greatest thing in the world. Wait, I have it. I'll open it up and show you what I'm talking about here. It's amazing. I'm not doing this to sell the product.
There's no product placement here.
But it looks like this. I'm not sure. I'm showing the side without the thing, and it has all these attachments that pop in it, and of different shapes. Like this guy. This one looks like I don't know, like something
like
that would
tool.
be an unpleasant surprise. But the point is that. That it's great. It really the different attachments really let you target different muscles, and I'll tell you, in the Improv HI world, like once we all tried that at one of the live shows there, all of us went out and got one. So so everybody, I think we all have one now, and they're amazing. You just have to have somebody willing to shoot you in the back with it, or to treat you like the Tin Man.
No, that's fair. See, in my mind, I'm thinking.
It's way too powerful for what you're thinking.
No. I don't know what you think I'm thinking, but I was just gonna say it. Like the personal massages that I've seen advertised.
Oh, I see.
Do not look like that. And so I'm thinking, the reason she suggested that one is because it doesn't look like a vibrator.
Huh. Oh, well, that's possible. I guess we were kind of thinking the same thing. But the ones that look like that are awesome too. This one though, you can. The good thing about this is, like, if you're using it on somebody else, you can really lean into it in a way that. So you get that extra pressure that you get when you're trying to.
I thought we weren't talking about vibrators. You're just
Important.
anyway. I'm sorry. I'm going somewhere I shouldn't.
I have a yeah. Anyhow, so yes, low nagging back pain. It sounds like a T-Rex, and not like a. They're called percussion massagers. So it's not.
It
It
sounds
doesn't.
like a drum.
It's kind of. It does actually. It sounds like a drum on your typical '90s rave song. Just on and on and on. Or if you put it at a lower setting, it'll sound like chill out music from that time. Do
Mm.
do 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 do. That's a typical vocal on one of those songs. I spent a lot of
See,
time.
when you whisper, it makes me think you're being Golem or something.
I've just it's just techno chill out nonsense.
It's fine. I'm just being silly. Let's see. Now it's telling me to move it
Look
down.
at that. That you've made lots of progress on this.
I have built so many sets in the last few months that I think I've just gotten into the.
So these are like platings that cover it.
Yes.
Like when you put your drywall up. Fascinating. Oh, that's how it ends up looking more like a dinosaur and less like
Lego blocks.
Your hands went completely psychedelic from my point of view.
So yeah, this happens sometimes. Is like the camera gets really weird, and I have to like adjust and make it.
It's full of stars.
It gets confused.
I'll give you some
Let's
music.
see what else I can do. Give it something to focus on. Nope. Okay. Maybe. Those are the stickers.
Jurassic Park.
It's confused by my hand. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out.
I'm here to help, and also this
is one of the benefits to having a guest with me, because otherwise I might be like building for 30 minutes in that mode because I'm just in the zone or something.
In the zone.
In the zone.
The Lego zone. The Jurassic zone.
Exactly. What am I doing next? So this is like the opposite side of what I just did.
I'm once again trying to look at all the stuff on the shelves behind you, but my eyes are not good enough, even with my glasses, which I should have been wearing, because now that makes sense. Well, now I can see what some of them are. I couldn't tell what they are even with my glasses, and then I looked at the screen and I wasn't wearing my glasses.
Well, yeah, it's mostly Lego sets back there. But there are some pops as well. And yeah, I still have the Christmas elf set there. I need to put away because it's not Christmas.
If they're Lego, then the thing is that they're still thematically appropriate regardless of the time of year.
I mean, yes, it's the Lego elf set. I built that in December last year, I guess.
I was in the supermarket just like this week, and then they were playing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" for a while, and I was thinking, I wish they would wait until at least after St. Patrick's Day before they start playing.
Oh, I thought you wanted to wait until after Valentine's.
Somebody pointed out to me that sometimes stores play certain songs as code to let people know something's going on. So we were wondering if perhaps "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" was code for like flasher in aisle 3, or somebody is shoplifting the Spam again, which is a surprisingly common occurrence out here. In a lot of stores, certain kinds of Spam
shoplifting
are kept behind lock and key, because I guess people shoplift a lot of Spam. So,
well, there were a lot of Spam shortages during the pandemic, like in 2020, because my kids like Spam, so I buy it.
Oh yeah, we love Spam.
So there were several weeks where I just couldn't buy it. It was just not available. How are you with time and stuff? I know you said that you had
about 10 minutes, but I can hang out for 10 more minutes.
Should I open the next set of bags? Because it's like
how long
it'll be a lot. Like this much.
That's a lot of bags. That's a lot. That might be for a next time thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what you've finished here, though. Let's. It started with like a whole pile of pieces on the ground, and it ended.
And now we have a boat. It looks like a boat.
Like a duck. A boat or a duck, yeah. A little bit like like a multicolored version of the Beatles' Rainbow Submarine, Yellow Submarine.
So it goes all the way down. So he's going to be like flat, kind of. I don't know.
That's what the geeky T-Rexes do all day. Hey man.
Yeah, exactly.
Not gonna eat you. I have some text adventure games to play tonight, so I'll eat you later, man.
He has a hole in his belly, so you can see the frog in there, probably.
That's great. You can maybe get some little pieces of Lego to be like Lego intestines and Lego livers and stuff that you can then pour out of him when he dies.
My son likes the Brickheads theme Lego, which is like just blocky style animals and stuff. And the most recent one he built. Which one was it that he built? I don't remember which one. It might have Lion Dance Guy, maybe. He commented he realized that there was always a pink square brick in the middle of the head. And then he acknowledged that it was probably the Brickhead's brain. so Lego has actually been detailed like that.
That cracks me up.
Yeah. So that was funny for us to figure out when we were building together. Or did he notice it in the birds that he was building? I don't remember.
I did not know there was such a thing as blockhead Legos, but now I do. I've learned a lot tonight.
So I'll see you should join me on a stream more often. I'll teach you more things. This young whippersnapper. Nice.
Get off my yard. Is that my yard? Is that my yard you're in? Get off of it.
No. I do not feel young. But I just think
that's what the pandemic has done to everybody. Everybody is feeling exhausted. Everybody is feeling worn out. Everyone's feeling old and flabby. I don't know about literally everyone, but a lot of people are. It's not been a great time for mental and physical health. So
no. The first year of the pandemic, I was 36 for most of the year, but I was thinking I was 37 for most of the year, and I was like, why do I think I'm a year older than I am? I don't know.
Why did you think
I don't know. It was weird. I think maybe it just felt like I'd aged a bunch because I was like going through a divorce at the time. Who knows?
Well, that's the thing that will make you feel older. There's a whole metric of things online that I'm sure must have been in some magazine at some point that suggests how different things how different things age you. Everything from like death of a relative or death of a loved one to do new paint job on the car or what have you, or so it's this kind of fascinating
are there things that like de-age you?
I mean, I don't think the world would be that kind.
But you said new. What does a new paint on a car do if not
and
de-age
presumably
you?
it would make you feel like 48 hours older, and 2 days you'll never get back waiting for the paint to dry. I can't. I don't really know. Hey, so how's the weather in San Fran right now, or Oakland right now, or
you know what I was reading,
Montana, or wherever you are?
in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm in Oakland, but I was reading an article yesterday or this morning that they think there might be snow on some of like the lower altitude places. Like the hills or something coming soon. Like we're expecting a cold front, and so it's going to get into like the 30s this week or something. Because it's been warm.
My parents and my brother and his family all live in Connecticut, and last week they had an ice storm where they were all stuck indoors with an inch of ice on the ground for a couple of days. And on Wednesday, it's supposed to be 70 degrees.
It was in the 70s last week here.
This is more like Chicago weather than.
I had a day where I went out and I'm like, I was in jeans and a t-shirt and it still felt like I was wearing too much. And so for the next few days after that, I just wore leggings and shorts because I don't like to wear just shorts. I don't like to have bare legs.
Don't let anyone tell you not to do that. That's wear those shorts. Wear them and be proud.
I'm not saying otherwise. Although
I was supporting the right to wear shorts.
Oh, I looked really bad in them yesterday when I went to try on some new jeans, though. Like I didn't check myself in the mirror before I left the house, and I went to Ross Dress for Less to buy some new jeans, and I went to the changing room, and I was looking in the mirror. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I left the house like this."
That's me every single day. Every single day I get to work, I look at myself in the mirror and I say, who let me leave the house like this? And sadly, the answer is always me. I let me leave the house like this. That's my fault that I...
Like, it's not like I'm going out to impress anyone out there. Like, I'm not dating anyone right now. It's no big deal.
So sometimes because my hair gets moist, I end up getting to school looking like this. And sometimes I catch that before I go to class. Fortunately, of course, I'll have the mask on, so that makes the effect much more.
You can just pretend that you came straight from an Oil in the Alley like studio recording or something.
I would never want to say that our hairstylist left my hair in that condition.
No. You left your hair in that condition.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's possible.
After the concert, like you're rocking it out and you messed it up during the show or during a recording.
Which is not unusual, which has been known to happen from time to time. And, the gravity and thin hair are a constant battle, constantly in conflict with each other.
My hair has just gotten so long that I have to braid it like every day now because otherwise it's hell to brush.
That's impressive. That's impressive how long it is. Have you had your cut during the pandemic at all?
I have not had it cut during the pandemic. Ooh. And I think I had not had it cut for a year or two before the pandemic had started. So it's been 3 or 4 years since my hair is.
That's impressive. Good for you.
I'm sure I have split ends. I must, right?
It's okay to have split ends. They were one of the great New Zealand rock bands.
Oh, I see. You know a lot more about rock music than I do.
I am afraid it is 7 and I'm going to need to run, but thank you so much for having me as a guest on your show.
Thank you. Well, hopefully I will have another time that you can join me.
Awesome.
But I know you're a very, very, very busy person, so we'll see.
I mean, this is good. There was a holiday. Holidays make these things possible.
that was what I think that was the excuse I was trying to use to get you to this weekend, right? But it's a holiday. Yeah, I'm hoping to do the next stream sometime later this week. I don't know what day yet, but Mike Brown has said that he has some availability this week, and I'm trying to get see if Jordan can join us, because I've had Mike and Jordan as separate guests, and they've said that they're interested in joining at the same time, but we haven't managed to work it out yet. So crossing my fingers for
I
this
will
week.
look forward to seeing this finished T-Rex with half of Jeff Goldblum in its stomach.
No, it's not gonna have Jeff Goldblum in it. He's one of the characters that comes with a set, though.
Oh, he is. That's amazing.
Look, Dennis Nedry. Look, he's like, oh wait, I turned that camera off. Hang on. I know you said you were going to go, but I'm just going to quickly.
Oh yeah, sure.
Here's the.
Oh, he has a big open shirt. Good for you, Jeff Goldblum.
Well, that's what he's like in the.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's got Newman. He's in it too.
Love it.
So I could do the thing that you wanted to do.
I don't know what those little dinosaurs are called, but they're cute as heck. Anyhow, gonna run. Thank you so much again for having me here, and to your viewers for listening to me babble.
Thank you for joining me and chatting. It's always nice to have company for these things.
Have a fabulous night. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.